Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my Lincoln Center pop-up classroom. My name is Miss Ashley, and I'm so excited that you're here with me today. We have some music playing, so I'm going to let that play and then take a listen. All right. So I've been playing some music for you, and just in case you didn't hear that because the music was too loud, I just want to greet you again and say good morning. My name is Miss Ashley, and welcome to my Lincoln Center pop-up classroom. And we were just listening to some music. We're going to come back to that music again, but as I talk, I just want you to start thinking about what kind of mood that music put you in. And as I talk and sort of introduce myself and what we're going to be doing today, you can pop in the comments a word or an emoji to sort of describe the mood of that music we were just listening to. And the comments are going to be really important today, and I'll say more about that in a second. So yes, you have done, let's see what you did. You did puppetry with Mr. B on Monday, and then I think you did some weaving with Miss Taryn today, and today we're going to be doing some music. I'm really excited about this because we're not going to be doing just any kind of music. We're going to be doing songwriting. Now, songwriting is something that I love because there's a really important part of songwriting. There's many, many parts, but one important part is the storytelling part. Now, how many of you don't love a good story, right? So in storytelling, you like nice, juicy details, and the way that you get those nice, juicy details is through great words. So we're going to get into playing with some words, some rhyming. We're going to put that rhyming into some lines. We're going to build some lyrics together and maybe even do a little bit of singing. And I'm just going to say good morning to a few people as they come in. Good morning. Oh, I see Mr. Tyrone. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Jean. And I can't wait to see everyone else popping up in the comments. So we're going to play with some words. So all you're going to need for materials today is, let's see, you'll need, this is really difficult, but you'll need something to write with, and I'm going to make this bigger so that you can see me. You'll need something to write with and something to write on. So that could be a piece of paper or whatever kind of sheets of paper that you have, or you could even put it on your phone. So we're just going to be doing some brainstorming together. So as I ask you questions, I'm going to do some brainstorming over here, and I want you to be doing your own brainstorming as well so we can really build something together and you can build something at home. And speaking of at home, I hope that it's not just little ones with me today. I hope we have some bigger ones, some older ones, some younger ones. I hope we have everyone in the room today because we can all do this. And it's really fun for people of all ages to do songwriting and storytelling. Okay, are we ready to get going? So one of the biggest things about storytelling and songwriting is words, and I already said that. So one of the ways that we start to get into words is we do something called rhyming. Now, rhyming is pretty simple. How many of you all love to rhyme? I love to rhyme, and it feels really, really good. So I started with a little bit of rhyming, and please let me know in the comments. Hi, everyone who's saying hello. Please in the comments let me know if you can't see any of the what I'm trying to put in front of the camera. So I started us with some rhyming, and I'm going to call this my rhyme bank, and you all can do something similar to this. So I started with a pretty simple word. I started with cat because I have two furry ones that may or may not pop up on this video. I don't know. Earlier they were running and like knocking stuff over, so hopefully they don't do that for this, even though you all might think it's funny. So I'm gonna start off my rhyme bank, and we're gonna really play with rhyme today in our writing. So I'm gonna start off with the word cat, and I've started it, and I call this a perfect rhyme, and we'll talk about that in a second. So I have cat, bat, tap. I have a little question mark there. But what other words do you think rhyme perfectly with the word cat? So I'm going to brainstorm here. I hope I see some ideas start to flow in the comments. So what word rhymes with cat? And I'm just going to write over here. So I have cat, bat, tap. Now we have these next things that I'm thinking about. We have a lot of them in New York. Some people love them. Some people really don't love them. I don't love them. Rat. Cat, bat, tap. Rat. What about mat? Ooh, sat. Yes. Thank you, Miss Barbara. We have mat. What else do we have? Bat. Ooh, like a baseball bat. And it's okay if I say it and you think it. That just means that our minds are thinking alike. And that's totally fine. So bat. Any other ones? Let's see. Do we have any in the other comments? That is okay. So this is what I have so far. I have cat, bat, tap. That has a question mark by it. Rat. Sat, mat, and bat. Okay? And if you all have any other ones that you can think of, be writing these down at home. All right. Now, let's try a word that is a little bit more tricky to rhyme. Now, I have orange, and we'll try to rhyme orange in a second, but let's actually go back and look at this word tap. So the word tap, I put a question mark by it because it doesn't quite do what the rest of these words do with our main word cat. I'm just going to put an underline under that so we know that's the main one. Splat, yes. Okay, so I put tap here because when we say cat bat, that sounds like perfect, right? That rhymes perfectly. Cat tap, it does have a similar sound to it, but not quite so perfect. Now, what makes it imperfect, which we're going to talk about in a second, is that it does sort of share that same vowel sound, but that ending sound, the sound that follows it, is quite different from T to P. That rhymes, though. Cat, bat, tap. So tap kind of works with cat, but not quite. And so that gives us an imperfect rhyme, which imperfect rhymes are actually really beautiful for lyric writing. An imperfect rhyme is exactly opposite of a perfect rhyme. Perfect rhymes have the same vowel sound and sort of same ending sound. There's the cat trying to do their thing. And then an imperfect rhyme may have sort of the same, it can have the same vowel sound, but not the same ending sound. Or it can have the same ending sound, but not quite the same vowel. It's just that it'll work together, but not perfectly. So let's try to do a few imperfect rhymes for the word orange. Because did you know the word orange actually does not have a perfect rhyme to it? Did you know that? So it's actually a little bit of a trick for you. So for orange, we'll have to sort of stretch our minds and think about what words could work. One word could be boring. We could make that work. What about orange, boring? What else could work? Orange, boring. Porridge. That one could work. What about porridge? Orange porridge. What story does the word porridge come from? Does anybody remember what story? Syracuse University? Village, orange village. Yeah, that's a cool one. All right. And let's just get a few more words down and then we're going to start really playing with these. Okay. So we got orange village. What about door hinge? So that kind of opens us up, right? Those are two words, but they really help us to start to try to rhyme with orange. So this is what we have. We have orange, boring, porridge, village, door hinge. So we're really kind of matching that j kind of sound, all right? So this is going to be really important. I'm going to just leave this here for now, and then we'll come back to this. But let's try to amp up the challenge a little bit, because we're doing lyrics after all. So I'm going to switch screens on you, and I'm going to show you some lyrics that we have on our next page. Okay, so let's actually just focus on this first two lines to start. So I'm just going to sort of move these out of the way so that we don't let our brains have us think ahead a little bit too much, which is really easy to do. Okay, so let's just look at this first line. So remember I asked you about mood. I asked you what sort of mood that music that we were listening to put you in. Yes, morning could be one as well. So I asked you about mood because that's going to sort of help us to tell this story that we're going to start to tell. And we're going to use rhyme to get us into it. So on this, and hopefully you can see my cursor moving. Not sure, but I'll just point it out to you. So we have 3 blanks that we want to fill in. We won't worry about that sort of middle blank yet. We're just going to worry about the last 2 lines, the last 2 blanks. So we have, it was a great, you dreamt of, in the, So what we need to think about is rhyming words that go after the word great and the. So we can start with something that was in our rhyme bank to sort of get us going, but really think about that music that we heard in the opening. And I think you can sort of lightly hear it playing in the background right now. So if we wanted to tell a story, it was a great, you dreamt of, and we'll come to that in a second because that word's going to be really important. It doesn't have to be a rhyming word, but it's a really important word for songwriting. But it was a great, you dreamt of in the, So I'm going to start brainstorming some words that could go there. I'd love to see in the comments what word you think could possibly go after it was a great. And I'm just going to scroll down and wait for some of your ideas and try out some on my own as well. So it was a great, what if we say it was a great, let's go with something that's perfect to get us going. It was a great dream. No, we can't say dream. It was a great night. Oh, it was a great snow day. Let's see some of the comments coming in. It was a great meal, snow day, night. It was a great night. It was a great party, night. Oh, a couple on night. Let's go with night. Because night's going to be really easy for us to rhyme. And we can try to put an imperfect rhyme in there as well a little bit later. So it was a great night. You dreamt of something in the, what rhymes with night? So let's brainstorm some words that rhyme with night. We have night. We have moonlight. And all I'm doing right now, you can't really see this that well, is I'm just sort of using this as like scratch paper because we don't want to waste paper. And I'm just sort of rhyming the word night right now. So, and if you have a different word that you want to try out in your lyrics, go ahead and try to do that. Do the exact same thing that we're doing, but with your word. So it was a great night. And then what's the last word? Moonlight. Bike ride. Ooh, so we're doing an imperfect on. We could do an imperfect with that. It was a great night. Do we have a good word that could rhyme with night? How about moonlight? And let's get some suggestions from the little ones too. Adults don't hog the screen either. If you have some little ones that want to give a word too. So it was a great night. And like I said, please feel free to have your own ideas flowing. So I'm going to go with the word moonlight. It's 2 words. So let me put that in there. And you'll already start to see our lyrics. I have a screen up in front of me, so if you see my eyes looking up, I'm not rolling my eyes at you. I'm just typing some words up here so that they can come on our screen together. So it was a great night. And then the last word is going to be moonlight. Okay, so we have something that we call a nice couplet forming, which is 2 lines that rhyme. So the way that we can really get into stories need juicy details. So this little word that's behind the word dreamt of, and dreamt is simply just the past tense of dream. How many of you all have dreams? I hope everyone has dreams. So I went with, it was a great night. You dreamt of something in the moonlight. Now, whatever's going to go in that space needs to be something, and I promise this is not an English or language arts lesson, but it needs to be something that's going to be like a verb or a noun. Something that puts us with a person, place, or thing, or something that puts some action, because that's going to be where we get our juicy details for our story. So it was a great night. You dreamt of what in the moonlight? What could be really interesting to put there? We could say something as fun as you dreamt of ice cream in the moonlight. Or we could say you dreamt of playing in the moonlight. Or you dreamt of singing in the moonlight. Ooh, singing. That could be interesting. Do we have any suggestions? You dreamt of a Turkish delight. That's hilarious. You dreamt of flying. Oh, I like flying. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight. Okay. That could be fun. Oh, you dreamt of a princess in the moonlight. That could be really interesting too. So if you have interesting things that you're coming up with, please, please, please be writing them in your lyrics at home. So you dreamt of, let's say flying. Flying is really going to give us a sense of adventure. Hi, Miss Heather. That is, you dreamt of flying? Let's say that. Ooh, now what in the world could be flying in the moonlight or sailing? Oh, that's so, you dreamt of sailing. You dreamt of flying, sailing. So it could, any of these can work, but I just went with flying, but sailing can definitely work. Okay, so now we have a couplet done, which is 2 lines that rhyme. And now we're going to try to really think about this as a whole verse. So a verse in songwriting is simply where the story of the song lives. There are other parts of the song which we'll talk about a little bit later, but for now, let's just hear how these lyrics are starting to sound. So I'm going to put these on so I can hear what you're hearing, and I'm going to turn the music up just a little, just a tad. All right, so let's turn the music up. And you can start to sing this melody with me, which is just the main tune. I gotta wait for the beat to come back around again. Ooh, I like that. Let's hear. It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight. How's that sound? I'll do it again. It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight. Ooh, I like the way that's starting to sound. Okay, we'll try that out. But for now, let's try to get some more lyrics going. Okay, so we've got the first part of our verse done. So this is already starting to shape up to be an interesting story. So it was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Oh, so now you're talking. I'm talking, so you would be the person talking. Enough to last all the way to the. So we want to try to rhyme night, moonlight with this last word. Enough to last all the way to the. All the way to the, something that rhymes with moonlight. Do we have any other words that were in the comments that we missed? Let me see. Do we have any comments? Maybe some words that we suggested? And please be writing your verses at home so that we can share them later, and I'll tell you how we can share them. So it was a great night. You dreamt of something in the moonlight. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way to the, what's something that rhymes with night, moonlight, sunrise. Ooh, yes. I'm going with sunrise. That is such a yes. Yes. If you have a different word, please write it down so that we can share all of our verses. So enough to last all the way to the sunrise. So let's put that in there. All right. So we have so far, and I'll turn the music up in a little bit, but we have, it was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I, enough to last all the way to the sunrise. Good use of an imperfect rhyme. That is perfect. Okay, and I don't know if I was with the music or not because I didn't put my earphones on, so sorry if I was out of time. Okay, stars so bright. Yes, Miss Barbara, stars so bright could definitely work, so write that down. Okay, so here's the next part, and we're going to try to really tell this story. Okay, so we have, it was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way to the sunrise, or maybe till the sunrise. Maybe I'll change those words. Enough to last all the way till the sunrise, as in until. And here's one fun little fact about songwriting. You can shorten words. There's nothing wrong with shortening a word so that it fits lyrically. For example, if I said enough to last all the way until the sunrise, I could make that fit, but for lyrical like timing, it's easier if I shorten until to till. So enough to last all the way till the sunrise. That feels a little bit better lyrically. Okay. So now we have dreaming of something and you're thinking about something. So we've got some rhyming that we need to do. So dreaming of what? As you're sitting or flying or dreaming about flying in the moonlight. And what are we thinking about story-wise? Dreaming of something that has to do with moonlight or in the sky, or dreaming of something, and you're thinking about something in your something. We do the same thing as. So let's just try for these first two words. So dreaming of and you're thinking about Let's just try to rhyme those. So what are we dreaming about? Dreaming of something. What are we dreaming about? What kind of dreams could we have? Dreaming of Skittles? Dreaming of Skittles? No, that doesn't really go. It's a cool word, but it doesn't really go with our story. Dreaming of clouds? That could work. Dreaming of clouds. Dreaming of purple. Do you know purple is also an imperfect rhyming word? There's no word that rhymes perfectly with purple. So that's actually a fun word for lyrics to write with. Dreaming of, what is that other one? Dreaming of clouds. That keeps us up in the sky. So that definitely could work for our story. Dreaming of clouds. So we'd have, it was a great time. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way till the sunrise. Dreaming of clouds. So if we went with the word clouds, we'd have to try to rhyme that. Or dreaming of a garden. Ooh. Dreaming. What about, or instead of dreaming of being an angel, dreaming of an angel, because that sort of shortens your lyrics a little bit if you're going that route. Dreaming of angel wings. Ooh, I love all of these suggestions coming in. Dreaming of clouds, and you're thinking about, or dreaming of angels, or dreaming of flowers. Let's say dreaming of clouds to start. We might have to change it, but let's try with that one. That one's a little tricky. Dreaming of clouds, and you're thinking about dreaming of clouds. Dreaming of clouds. Let's see, do we have any other suggestions yet? I hope y'all are over there really thinking about this. I hope so. Dreaming of seashores. I gotta go with that. Dreaming of seashores. Oh my gosh, it's such a fun word. Clouds or seashores. Have two versions. Have three versions. Because those are all different verses. Dreaming of seashores. What rhymes with seashores? That's gonna be a fun. Isn't there like a brain twister, tongue twister for that? Dreaming of seashores. And you are thinking about, and bout is another shortening of the word about. Clouds, and you're singing, dreaming of, oh, Miss Taryn, I think you gave me some lyrics. Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud. Oh, in your, Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your, I like that. You have convinced me, Miss Taryn, to change my lyrics. I am totally down with that. Okay, so we got dreaming of clouds. And you're singing out loud. I'm gonna go with that. So we're gonna change all of that. Why are you doing that? And I misspelled your, but we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. And you're singing out loud. I like that. Whoops. know why my alarm went off. And I thought I silenced all of that. Okay. So we've just got a few more lines to fix, to fill in. So I'm going to underline that because we changed that. Okay. 2 more lines. We're rocking and rolling. Let's see how it sounds so far. And be learning the melody if you can. I'm going to sing it a couple times. So we can really, really, really fall in love with our lyrics and our story. Okay. Let me turn it up. Okay. So I'm going to sing this. And let's see what we think about this. Think about these lyrics. Let's see. All right, just setting it up so that I can sing it. 1, 2, you can't just come in anywhere, you gotta wait for the beat. It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight. And so did I. I missed the music. I'll wait for it to come back on in a second. Okay. So we'll start over again. The music is just looping in the background. Ready? It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight. And so did I. And now to last all the way to the sunrise. Dreaming of clouds and you singing out loud. Oh, we're so close. All right, so we just got to finish that last part, right? Yeah. Dreaming of clouds and you singing out loud and you're something. We do the same thing as something, something, or something's going to go there. Okay, so let's turn it down and let's finish out our verse. You all are doing such an amazing job. And we're so, so close to finishing it out. Okay. So, dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud. Let's go over to the comments and see what you all are coming up with. Please, please, please be writing your own verses at home so that we can share them. Dreaming of clouds, and I love that you all are sharing here. Dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud in your shower. Where do we sing out loud? Dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud, and we can break that rhyme and start a new rhyme. In your dreams, we do the same thing. In your dreams, dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your nightgown. That's hilarious. Dreams and honeybees could work, but the dreams might clash with dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud. It could work in your dreams. I would definitely write that down. In your van or in your car. In your nightgown. Okay, so dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud in your nightgown. We do the same thing as, and then we have to rhyme nightgown, and that's going to be our verse. So, dreaming of clouds and you are singing out loud in your maybe nightgown, maybe bedroom. I see that coming up. Dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud in your bedroom, nightgown. Dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud in your world. We do the same thing as, if we said world, dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud in your world. We do the same thing as. How could that work? These are some really cool lyrics coming up. So what would heaven rhyme with? Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your world. I love world because one of the things that I love about songwriting is that it's really something that everyone can sort of connect to, and that is for everyone. It's not just for these people or those people or anyone. It's really for everyone. So I love the idea of words that get us thinking about sort of including. So that could be fun. So, twirled in your... So as we think about words, yeah, let's really think about words that are going to... So in your... probably is going to be something that is like tangible, like a bedroom or a nightgown or in your mind. What about mind? In your head? Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your head. Could we do head? World and pearls. So how would pearls fit? I love that, Michaela. Pearls. We do the same thing. Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your pearls. So we could imagine someone's like twirling pearls. We do the same thing as the world. How could that work? Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your pearls? Or singing out loud with your pearls, or singing out loud twirling pearls. You could even change it to that. We do the same thing as the world. That could be interesting. In your head, sleeping in your bed. Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your head, sleeping in your bed. That could definitely work. You should write that down. Okay, and let's try one more. So I'm going to go with pearls. In your world, we do the same thing as pearls. We'll try that. Okay, so we are just about wrapping up our lyrics. I hope that you all have been writing your lyrics down at home. Because, and I'm going to tell you what you can do with them. So as you write your verses out, there's a little hashtag that I'm going to show you in just a second where you can share your lyrics with us. And let me just type this out because I'm doing a horrible job of thinking out loud and typing at the same time. And we are just about done. Singing out loud in your pearls. Let's go with that. In your pearls. And that, we're going to go with that. And that's going to be our verse for today. As we do the same thing. How about all over the world? So we'll see. Our story is a little interesting now. Okay. So let's try to see how this sounds lyrically, and I hope you're singing along with me at home. So let's try this out. And let me put my earphones back on. So I'm just going to read them one more time. So it was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way till the sunrise. Dreaming of clouds, and you're singing out loud in your pearls. We do the same thing all over the world. That's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to turn the music up, and I want you to try to sing along with me. All right, I'm going to wait for it to come back around again. So sing along, listen to the melody. Remember, a melody is the main tune of the song. And see if you can pick up the melody. It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way till the sunrise. Dreaming of clouds and you singing out loud in your pearls. We do the same thing all over the whole world. I added a word in there to make it fit, okay? I'm gonna try again, and I hope you start singing along with me. And I hope you've been writing your own verses down, and I'm gonna tell you how you can share them in just a second. You ready? We're coming back around to it. 2, 1, 2, 3. It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way to the sunrise. Dreaming of clouds and you singing out loud in your pearls. We do the same thing all over the whole world. Oh, that's so beautiful. And we're going to come back to that. We're going to sing it one more time before we wrap up. But hi again. I just want to tell you what you can expect. I'm going to turn the music down for just a second so that you can hear me. All right, how's that? Can you all hear me? Okay, so I'm going to leave these on because I'm going to pop right back into it. So if you have been writing your own verses, or you want to keep going and write your own verse, the way that you're going to share this, and I'll give you the big piece, and it's also right there on the screen, is you're going to write your verse down, and you're going to share it on your own personal Facebook, hashtag Lincoln Center at home. I also have it written on the screen if you just want to screenshot it as well. So hashtag LINCOLNCENTERATHOME. Hashtag your verses that you wrote out. You can take a picture of it. You can type it into your status and then let people know that you were writing some cool verses with Lincoln Center at home. And please share them. And also in the comments, tell us what else you're interested in learning about. You did puppetry already. You did some weaving activities. You also did songwriting with me, which there's much more that we could do with songwriting. Tomorrow, you're going to be doing some dancing with Miss Deborah. And on Friday, you're going to do some more music making with Mr. Damien. But pop in the comments other things that you'd be interested in learning about in a Lincoln Center pop-up classroom. So, we are going to try to sing our verse one more time. I hope that you have had a great time. Again, please, please, please share your verses. I want you to finish your verses that you were writing along with us. Share your verses. You can either, no videos because that's tricky. But share them in either a written post or a photo or even a voice recording. Just no faces on it. And please hashtag it so that we can track it. For those of you that are sort of new to hashtagging, like I know my mom is probably on this stream, hashtagging helps us to track it. We just search the hashtag. So make sure that you don't leave Lincoln Center at home. Make sure you don't leave that out of your post. All right? So dancing with Miss Deborah tomorrow. And then on Friday, you've got Mr. Damien for some more music making. And let's try to sing our verse one more time before we leave out. I'm going to put it back on the screen so that we can do it. All right. Ooh, that's too loud. Sorry if I just blasted your ears out. Okay, ready? It was a great night. You dreamt of flying in the moonlight, and so did I. Enough to last all the way to the sunrise. Dreaming of clouds and you're singing out loud in your pearls. We do the same thing all over the whole world. And sorry my music was out of time, but I hope that you all had a blast with me today. Thank you all so much for writing and sharing all of your ideas. And don't forget, hashtag Lincoln Center at home, and we'll see you right back here at 10 a.m. tomorrow with Miss Deborah for some dancing. Goodbye, everyone. I'm Miss Ashley.